Okay, so this is going to be part 3 of Paranoid Android, and it's just the outro where they're singing rain down, come on rain down on me. The strumming is going to be slightly different to that. There's a whole bunch of chords, but they move in a fairly logical sequence, so I'm just going to run through them quick first so you can get a feel for how many of them, and then I'll come back and do the details. So we start on a C minor, we go to a G, okay, G minor, A7, we do D minor, A7 again, D minor again, and I'm going to call this a D minor over C, B flat and F, G minor and F, then we do E, twice actually, and A7. Twice, and we're back in. Okay, so some of those chords you're going to know and some you won't, so I'll just go through the lot anyway. C minor is just like a B minor shaped bar chord, but it's on your 3rd fret. Okay, so that means you're going to be barring, pointer over the whole 3rd fret. Ring finger goes on fret 5 on the D string. Pinky finger, fret 5 on the G string. And middle finger, fret 4 on the B string. So 5, 5, 4, D, G, B. That's your C minor. Okay, if you pop all of those fingers up one string, so up one, up one, up one, that's your G chord. Okay, the next one we're going to do is the G minor. Okay, so that just means taking your middle finger off. Let's just do those 3 for now. So we start on a C minor. Remember, that looks just like a B minor, but up 1 fret. So 5 on D, 5 on G, 4 on B, and bar across the 3. There's your C. Pop all your fingers up, you got a G. Take your middle finger off, you got a D minor. Sorry, a G minor. Sweet. The next one we're going to do is an A7, which you might remember. That's basically fret 2 on D string and fret 2 on B string. And I find it easiest to do this A7 with my middle finger and my ring finger. So that's middle finger on your D string, fret 2, and ring finger on your B string, fret 2. Just because we're going to go into a D minor, so it's kind of a more convenient shape for moving. Okay, so into our D minor, quick recap on that one. That's fret 2 on G, fret 3 on B, and fret 1 on E string with your middle and ring and pointer fingers. Okay, back to that A7, same 2 finger chord, D string and B string, both 2nd fret. Back to that D minor, and now we're going to do a D minor over C, which just involves putting your pinky finger out onto the A string on fret 3. It's a bit of a stretch, it'll feel funny at first. And it sounds weird, but it's just a passing chord, so we're going from that takes you into your B flat. Okay, so your B flat chord, these bar chords we haven't used very often, but it's basically the same shape as a normal A chord. So if you think of your A chord, fret 2, fret 2, fret 2, D string, G string, and B string, and we just line those 3 fingers up. To make a bar chord out of that, we're just swapping out those fingers. So we're going to go middle finger, fret 2 on D string, ring finger, fret 2 on G string, and pinky finger, fret 2 on B string. Okay, now we're playing an A with those fingers. If we slide it up 1 fret and put the bar down, there's our B flat chord. It will feel funny at first, but that sets you up for your next chord, which is an F. Okay, so the F bar chord is just the same as those bar chords we've been doing up there. Okay, so that means barring across the 1st fret and A string 3rd fret, that's with your ring finger, D string 3rd fret, that's with your pinky, and G string 2nd fret, that's with your middle finger. Okay, so there's your F bar chord there. Coming from the B flat to the F, back up to the G minor, which remember was just like our normal bar chord but with the middle finger off. 3rd fret, back to the F, and last one's an E, and we go back to our A7. Okay, so whole sequence: C minor, G, G minor, A7, D minor, A7, D minor, D minor over C, B flat, F, G minor, F, D, it's actually two of these, and just like that. Okay, so what I might do, just to give you a chance to practice changing the chords, is I'm going to count strum 1 and then just count 4, and you'll have those 4 beats to change up to these chords. So we're going to do single strums, 4, 2, 3, 4, all the way through, just so you can practice changing. Then we'll have a go at the strum after. Okay, so changing practice, starting on that C minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, C minor, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, next one's G minor, 2, 3, next one's A7, 2, 3, next one's D minor, 2, 3, next one's A7, 2, 3, back to the D minor, and after this comes the D minor of C, 3, 4, B flat, 2, 3, next one's F, 2, 3, next one's G minor, 2, 3, next one's F again, 2, 3, and we're going to do an E, 2, 3, 4, and last one's A, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So try that a couple of times. Once you're comfortable with the chord changing, so coming into the strum for that one. It's the same strum all the way through. Those last two chords, the E and the A, you're going to do it twice. All the other ones just get one strum each. So that's our strum, and it's 2 downs. These are actually quite quiet downs. And then we go down, up, up. Let's try that. Yep. So down, 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 up, up. Okay. That's your strum. You can hear that there's one of those strums that's harder than all the rest that gives it its particular feel. So we do these 2 downs soft, the next down's the hard one, and those 2 ups that follow are softer again. So we're going to go soft, soft, hard, soft, soft, like that. Down, 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 up. Okay, so it's the exact same strumming pattern for all of the chords. The only thing that changes is that we do our E twice and we do our A twice. Okay, so we'll give this a strum through just a little bit slower than the actual song. Let's see if we can get through the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one we got a G minor. Lies. Try that again. Okay, I'm going to do it again and I'm going to call out the chords this time. Okay, first one's a C minor, 2, 3, 4. Next one's G. Next one's G minor. Next one's A7. Next one's D minor. Next one's A7. Next one's D minor. And here comes that C, D flat, and F, G minor, back to your F, and 2 E's, and 2 O's. One more time through from the C minor, so it starts on the C minor, goes to G, next one's G minor, next one's A7, and D minor, down to A7, back to that D minor, and then D minor over C, and B flat, and F, up to G minor, F, and cool. So that actually, with the first 2 videos, that gives you all the parts that make up the song. So all we need to do to actually play the whole song is string those together, and there's just a few little bits that we have to add to make the parts segue into each other smooth. So I'll do one last video later on, putting together all the bits. But for now, if you've got your verse, strumming after that. If you've got your picking from the middle section, and if you've got this bit, basically got the song down. Alright, happy strumming.